Welcome to War Bios, the podcast where we delve into the lives of history's most fascinating military figures. I'm your host, General Biography, and today we're going to explore the remarkable life of Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States and one of the most iconic military leaders of the 20th century. Born on October 14, 1890, in Denison, Texas, Dwight David Eisenhower was the third of 7 sons to David Jacob Eisenhower and Ida Elizabeth Stover. His family soon moved to Abilene, Kansas, where his father worked as a mechanic and later as a manager at a local creamery. The Eisenhower household was marked by a strong emphasis on education, hard work, and Christian values. Dwight's parents, though not affluent, instilled in their children the importance of self-discipline, integrity, and community service. The family lived in a modest house on Southeast 4th Street, surrounded by the rolling hills and vast prairies of Kansas. As a child, Eisenhower was an adventurous and curious boy who loved the outdoors. He spent countless hours exploring the woods, hunting, and fishing with his brothers. His parents encouraged these activities, believing they would help build character and prepare their sons for life's challenges. Dwight's mother, Ida, played a particularly significant role in shaping his early years. She was a devout member of the River Brethren Church and taught her children the importance of faith, compassion, and service to others. Eisenhower's education began at the local Lincoln Elementary School, where he excelled academically and developed a passion for reading and history. He was especially drawn to the stories of great military leaders, such as Hannibal and Napoleon, which sparked his interest in strategy and leadership. In 1905, Eisenhower entered Abilene High School, where he became an accomplished athlete, playing football, basketball, and baseball. His experiences on the sports field taught him valuable lessons about teamwork, discipline, and perseverance. After graduating from high school in 1909, Eisenhower worked for a year at the Creamery Company in Abilene, earning $150 per day. This experience gave him a deep appreciation for the value of hard work and the importance of supporting his family. In 1910, he applied to the United States Military Academy at West Point, where he was accepted and began his studies on June 14, 1911. At West Point, Eisenhower thrived in the rigorous academic and military environment. He graduated in 1915, ranked 61st out of 64 cadets, and was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the United States Army. The early years of Eisenhower's military career were marked by postings in Texas, Georgia, and Maryland, where he served as a cavalry officer and later as an instructor at the Army's Cavalry School. As we explore the formative years of Dwight D., the experiences of his childhood, education, and early military career laid the foundation for the leadership skills, strategic thinking, and character that would define his later achievements. Eisenhower's relationships with his family members also played a significant role in shaping his early years. His older brother, Edgar, who had attended college and become a successful lawyer, served as a mentor and role model. Dwight's younger brothers, Roy and Paul, were close companions and shared his love of sports and the outdoors. The historical context of Eisenhower's early years was marked by significant events that would shape his future path. The United States was undergoing rapid industrialization and urbanization, and the country was increasingly involved in global affairs. The outbreak of World War I in 1914 had a profound impact on American society, and Eisenhower's military career would soon be influenced by the war's aftermath. Eisenhower, one of the most iconic figures in modern military history. Eisenhower. As World War I broke out in 1914, Eisenhower was eager to see action, but he was initially assigned to training duties in the United States. He was promoted to first lieutenant in July 1916 and later to captain in May 1917. In 1918, he was sent to Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, where he served as the instructor at the Army's Command and General Staff College. Although he didn't see combat during World War I, Eisenhower's experience at Fort Leavenworth proved invaluable as it gave him a deep understanding of military strategy and tactics. After the war, Eisenhower continued to rise through the ranks, serving in various assignments, including a stint as executive officer to General John J. Pershing, the commander of the American Expeditionary Forces. In 1922, he was promoted to major and attended the Command and General Staff College at Fort Leavenworth, where he graduated first in his class. This achievement caught the attention of his superiors, who recognized Eisenhower's exceptional leadership potential. In the 1920s and 1930s, Eisenhower served in a variety of roles, including as an aide to General Pershing and as a member of the War Department staff in Washington, D.C. He also attended the Army War College, where he graduated in 1928. During this period, Eisenhower developed a deep understanding of military strategy, logistics, and operations, which would serve him well in his future roles. One of the most significant events in Eisenhower's career during this period was his appointment as assistant to General Douglas MacArthur, who was then the Chief of Staff of the United States Army. This assignment gave Eisenhower valuable experience working with high-level commanders and exposed him to the complexities of military planning and operations. In 1941, as tensions were rising in Europe and Asia, Eisenhower was appointed as the Chief of Staff of the Third Army, which was stationed at Fort Sam Houston, Texas. He played a key role in planning and executing large-scale maneuvers, including the Louisiana maneuvers, which were designed to test the readiness of American forces for potential combat. The outbreak of World War II in December 1941 marked a turning point in Eisenhower's career. He was summoned to Washington, D.C., where he served as the Assistant Chief of Staff for Operations, overseeing the planning and coordination of military operations. In June 1942, he was promoted to Major General and appointed as the Commanding General of the U.S. Army's European Theater of Operations. Eisenhower's experience in Europe during World War II would prove pivotal in his development as a military leader. He played a key role in planning and executing several major operations, including the invasion of North Africa, known as Operation Torch, which took place in November 1942. This operation marked Eisenhower's first major command, and he demonstrated exceptional leadership skills, coordinating the efforts of American, British, and French forces to achieve a decisive victory. The challenges he faced, the opportunities he seized, and the decisions he made would ultimately shape the course of the war and beyond. Roosevelt and George S. Patton, and how these interactions influenced the outcome of the war. Eisenhower, one of the most iconic figures in modern military history. Eisenhower. In December 1943, Eisenhower was appointed as the Supreme Allied Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Force, tasked with planning and executing the invasion of Nazi-occupied Europe. This appointment marked a significant turning point in Eisenhower's career, as he would now be responsible for coordinating the efforts of American, British, Canadian, and French forces to achieve a decisive victory. One of Eisenhower's most significant challenges was building a cohesive team of leaders who could work together effectively. He surrounded himself with talented individuals, including General Omar Bradley, General Bernard Montgomery, and Admiral Bertram Ramsay, among others. Eisenhower's ability to build strong relationships with his colleagues and foster a sense of unity and purpose would prove essential in the months ahead. As the Allies prepared for the D-Day invasion of Normandy, Eisenhower faced numerous challenges, including unpredictable weather conditions, German military strength, and logistical complexities. Despite these obstacles, he remained focused on the ultimate goal: to establish a solid foothold on European soil and begin the push towards Berlin. Eisenhower's leadership during the planning and execution of Operation Overlord, the code name for the D-Day invasion, was instrumental in its success. He made key decisions, such as delaying the invasion by 24 hours due to poor weather conditions, which ultimately saved countless lives. On June 6, 1944, Allied forces landed on 5 beaches along a 50-mile stretch of Normandy's coast, marking the beginning of the end of Germany's occupation of Western Europe. The weeks and months following D-Day were marked by intense fighting, as the Allies sought to break out of the Normandy beachhead and push deeper into France. Eisenhower played a crucial role in coordinating the efforts of various Allied units, including the U.S. Allied units, First Army, the British Second Army, and the Canadian First Army, among others. He also worked closely with leaders such as General George S. Patton, who commanded the U.S. Third Army, to ensure that the Allies maintained momentum and exploited weaknesses in the German defenses. Eisenhower's relationships with other key leaders, including Winston Churchill and Franklin D. Roosevelt, were also essential during this period. He worked closely with Churchill, who provided valuable insight into British military strategy and politics, while also navigating the complexities of Anglo-American relations. Meanwhile, Eisenhower's relationship with Roosevelt was built on trust and mutual respect, as the two leaders shared a deep commitment to the Allied cause. As the Allies continued to push across Europe, Eisenhower faced new challenges, including the Battle of the Bulge, which took place in December 1944. This surprise German counterattack caught the Allies off guard, but Eisenhower's leadership and strategic thinking helped to ultimately repel the attack and secure a crucial victory. Eisenhower, one of the most iconic figures in modern military history. As he himself once said, "Leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something you want done because he wants to do it." Eisenhower's ability to inspire and motivate others, combined with his strategic thinking and diplomatic skills, made him an exceptional leader who played a crucial role in shaping the course of World War II. That's all for today's War Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, I'm General Biography reminding you to keep marching toward victory.